Iyanla Vanzant is known for fixing lives. Who does she turn to when her life needs fixing?
I started vomiting, and I couldn't stop vomiting. I just kept vomiting.
The secret health emergency that almost killed her. Then,
I want to reveal how to use your nose to increase your energy, reduce your stress, and lose weight.
all new Oz.
Emmy winner for Outstanding Informative Talk Show.
Millions of women turn to my next guest to fix their lives. She's America's life coach. And today, Iyanla Vanzant is revealing for the first time a health emergency that nearly killed her. Now, she's opening up about what she's learned from that experience and how it can transform your health right now. Please welcome my friend, Iyanla Vanzant. You look great.
I know.
I wasn't sure after hearing her story.
I know, right near.
Oh,
Ooh.
jeez. She was great until she fell on the set.
And he's gonna have to explain to America he broke Iyanla.
I was just
near
scared
death
hearing
does me well, right?
Yeah, near death does do you well.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Do I look great?
Yes, yes, yes. Doesn't she?
Yeah.
I'm about to share with everybody and with you what happened, but I did not think you'd look as strong as you do.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't think I would either, tell you the truth. It's quite I have my tonsils, my adenoids, my ovaries. Well, I lost one of them, but and everything. And at this age, to be faced with surgery, I mean major surgery. They told me at 11 o'clock in the morning, you have to have surgery at 2. I said, where? On what? Really? And so he said, no, we got to go right now. I said, well, I have to pray. He said, pray fast.
Pray fast?
Pray fast.
And they were worried about your colon, right?
Yeah.
What do they say had happened to it?
I had a condition called diverticulitis, which I understand is very, very common. Yeah. I never had a problem, never been sick a day in my life.
You all know what that is, diverticulitis?
I didn't know what it was either.
I'm going to explain it, but just you should know that most of us, if we live long enough, will get it. So it's pretty common. And the doctor said the diverticulitis caused your colon to rupture, is that right?
Yes, absolutely. Caused the rupture.
Actually, you know what? I want to tell the story to everybody. I want you all to understand what this is, because when these diverticulitis conditions happen, you know, and they are pretty common,
yeah,
they can kill you.
My friend had the same exact thing happen to him 3 weeks after my surgery.
Oh, my.
In his sleep. He never woke up.
Oh.
Never woke up. 3 weeks after my surgery, Reverend John Mann's colon ruptured in his sleep, and he never woke up.
His ruptured also? Because that's pretty common.
Yeah. So I was grateful for the little rupture.
So we're going to walk everyone through with your help a little bit of what happened.
Okay,
so come on
good.
over here.
Come over here.
I'm going to fix this because you look so darn beautiful.
All right.
There.
Yes, I want.
No, we're not leaving. We're going this way.
Oh, we're doing here.
Yeah, we're going. We're going to walk this way first. Then we're going to walk that way. Then up that way. All right. So let's go back to the beginning, because I think if people understand what happened to you, we'll save some lives today. Okay. So
I really hope so.
all right. So step one is life's going well. You actually traveled to Jamaica on a Friday. Is that right?
Yes, I went to Jamaica to do 2 days of lecturing.
And you weren't having any pain,
No pain,
issues.
no nothing.
Appetite's good.
No problem, man. Me were looking for Blue Mountain. I thought I was going to get some Blue Mountain coffee, no?
Blue Mountain, good.
Yes.
All right. So now Saturday comes along, and you start getting some symptoms.
I had just finished my makeup and my hair, put on my beautiful dress, and I got nauseous. And I started vomiting. Mm-hmm. And I started vomiting. And I couldn't stop vomiting.
Oh, no.
I just kept vomiting. No pain, just nausea and vomiting. They sent a doctor. They thought I had food poisoning because of the vomiting. Now I'm starting to get just little cramps in my stomach. Mm-hmm. Nothing heavy. So the doctor gave me anti-nausea medication and a mild painkiller. I was fine. So Monday, I got home, and they did all the tests, and then Wednesday they told me.
So let me show everybody what was going on inside.
Okay.
So I made a little animation here, right?
Oh,
it's not
I
perfectly.
like her hair.
I know. I
like
thought you'd like that version of you. Yeah.
It's a little long, but I can. Okay.
Well, I was assuming you're going to grow it out now to match this.
Now I want to know why her boobs is hanging. Does mine hanging like that?
No, I didn't have anything to do with that. I told him to make him higher and peppy.
Oh, yeah.
I told make him peppy, peppy.
It's called underwire.
Underwire. All right. I'm going to note your complaint to the animators.
Okay.
I was actually focused down in here in your belly where all the action was.
The thing that I like is her face is so young.
I get that's all right. So there's just small intestines. That's not where the problem is. The problem is the big intestine, the colon. And you get a little outpouching, right? See a little weak, like an inner tube has a little weak area, then poop gets stuck in there, and it suffocates and strangles this piece of colon. So guess what? It pops. And now the stuff inside your colon, instead of coming out from below, there's the rectum, it starts coming out through here.
I'm just horrified to know that's what was going on, Dr. Oz. Oh my God.
So here's the dilemma. Right? With all this infection and inflammation, we know we have to cut this out, right?
Yes.
You gotta cut this out. So
to cut it out.
what did they do? It's hard to put it back together again.
I'm just horrified to see what happened. I'm glad I lived through it.
I'm glad you lived through it.
So what they did was they cut that out and they attached a bag.
Oh, they made a colostomy. So this part of the colon just came out to the air, and this was just left empty for a while.
90 days. A diva such as myself pooping in a plastic bag. It was very, thank you. It was so traumatic. I'm just so glad I'm over it. But you know, hundreds of thousands of people have it, and it's something that we don't talk about. So Ed Sullivan had a permanent colostomy bag. Mine was for 90 days, because a diva such as myself could not have survived that much longer. I was in the hospital, back on the operating table, day 91.
No extra time.
No extra time. Oh my God. But I learned so much.
Like, for example, what did you learn that was really important? 'Cause I know this is something that, Jamia, you all know, your beautiful young daughter, you lost, how many years now has it been?
It'll be 13 years Christmas Day.
13, I remember it was Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So Jamia had a rare form of
colon cancer. So that's what really scared the bejesus out of me.
So what's the bigger message here for you and for all of us? Because you always say, look beyond this stuff.
Look beyond the fact that I had a hole in my colon.
And whatever life throws at you, you gotta look beyond it. What's the deeper issue there?
Well, two things for me. You know, I've had a very eventful life. I call it eventful life. And so years and years and years and years of unexpressed feelings, emotions, holding on to the crap. Holding on to crap in your mind, in your heart. And the other thing that I learned was silent stress. And really, this for me was a clearing of a lifetime, just a lifetime of crap that I have been holding on to. And it's so funny because when I woke up from the surgery, the first surgery, when I woke up from the surgery and I opened my eyes, the first thing I heard was, don't hold on to crap. And I said, well, thank you, Holy Spirit. That was divine. Thank you. You know, now that everything's coming in the bag, no, I won't be holding on to crap. Okay?
Gosh, you were good. That is a clip from the new season of Iyanla, Fix My Life. Now, if you feel like you're holding everything in like you were holding it in, the unhappiness, the anger, the silent stress, and you don't know what to do, Iyanla says there is one question that everyone should ask themselves right this moment.
What are you taking in emotionally, mentally, spiritually? What are you taking in through your life, and how are you releasing it? What are you taking in? And I don't think we're always aware of that. And usually what we're taking in is what we were taught to take in. So even at 40, 50, 60 years old, you're still going to take in things that are familiar to you from childhood, whether you believe it or not.
So I do think that people are completely unconscious of how much pours into their brains.
That's right.
Subconsciously, it happens and we sort of know that's true, but we have to accept it. Once it's there, what do you tell people to do to help deal with that buildup of stress, the emotional?
Energy, it's all energy. Everything's energy. Thoughts are energy, feelings are energy, and it does build up. We take our clothes to the laundry, but what do we do with our spirit? So we've got to release it. Journaling is one way.
Sure.
Journaling.
So give me a hack on journaling, because I tell people to do that, but
3 minutes a day.
That's it?
3 minutes a day. If you can't give yourself 3 minutes of your 24 hours, then you got some issues that even I can't fix.
And what do you write? What's the most important?
First thing, whatever's in your mind, just call a brain dump. You know, don't try to sit and think, just write. 3 minutes a day. And then when you can do 3, then do 5. When you can do 5, then do 7. Then when you can do 7, do 10. Do a little bit at a time. You got to eat the elephant.
How many minutes do you have to?
Eat the elephant one bite at a time, and don't start at the butt.
No. How many minutes do you journal a day?
Really?
Yeah.
You really want to know?
I really do.
I can journal any place from 2.5 to 3 hours.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, because I'm dumping, and then I'll ask a question and I'll wait for the answer and I'll write it out. And I use pencils and a plain black and white notebook that you can get now. They come in colors. They're really delightful. 99 cents. I love it.
Now, you made me laugh, which is the other thing you recommend we do is laughter.
Do you know how many people go through a day, Dr. Oz, without laughter? They ain't getting laughter, sex. It's just a mess. They are
terrible.
But if you ain't got a lover, the least you can do is laugh. Laugh at yourself, because you're probably in deep trouble, you know? But how many people, they don't get laughed, they don't get hugged. But laughter is such a stress reliever. It releases different kinds of hormones and endorphins and all kind of good things in you.
You know, we laugh in the OR all
Yes,
the time.
you have to, right?
Once you're all asleep, and we don't do it to be disrespectful. We don't. It makes patients uncomfortable. We're laughing around them, obviously.
Yeah.
But once they're asleep, we laugh because it's therapeutic.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you watch a show like MASH, I mean, those guys actually
used
did
to
that
laugh,
because they were
that's right.
losing people all the time.
Yeah.
You can't function.
Yeah.
And if you relax people, they perform at a higher level.
You know what I do? Well, I didn't do it this time, but my doctors, I give them CDs or now USBs of music. I say, here, play this in the ORs. Because I want, my body is alive. Yeah. So what you're doing and thinking and saying. And I said to the surgeon, I said, before you make your incision, would you do me a favor? He said, what? He said, would you tell my body what you're getting ready to do? Yeah. Just tell it. He said, oh, absolutely. I said, you don't think that's weird? He said, absolutely not.
You'd be surprised about surgeons. We do lots of things you don't know about. All right. Iyanla, thank you. And you can catch Iyanla Fix My Life on OWN Saturday nights. We'll be right back. We crave youthful-looking skin at every age, but why do some people seem to always look younger than they actually are? Is it luck? Maybe. Could it be your genes? Possibility. Or is it your lifestyle? The things you do? There's a new study that reveals that certain lifestyle choices might matter more than genes. You heard me right? More than genes when it comes to aging. So today, we are taking a deeper look into the biggest beauty debate, why some people have exceptionally youthful looking skin.
Last year, Olay conducted their largest research endeavor ever, a multi-decade ethnicity study that led to a breakthrough discovery. Olay scientists found that about 10% of the women they studied looked more than 10 years younger than their actual age. They found that these women, they dubbed exceptional skin agers, all shared a unique genetic expression fingerprint that effectively enabled their skin to behave like that of someone much younger. That led to the big question. Why do these exceptional skin agers look so much younger than everyone else? Are they just born with good genes? Or can environment and lifestyle choices also play a role? This year, Olay teamed up with personal genetics company 23andMe to find out. And after analyzing the genetic makeup of over 155,000 participants, they have the answers. So how much control do you really have over your aging skin? Today, we reveal all.
Here to tell us more is Olay scientist Dr. Frauke Neuser, who's here on behalf of my trusted sponsorship partner, Olay. So at the crux of this debate, you heard the audience making noises when I was showing different possibilities, is how much do women truly control their destiny when it comes to how old they look?
More than most people actually think. So the findings are incredibly exciting because they show that women can actively take beauty into their own hand. In the study, having skin that looks exceptionally youthful or even ageless is not down to luck. Genetics play some role, but factors that are within a woman's control had a much larger effect.
All right, so for all the people who think it's luck, that's not right. Genes a little bit, but mostly things we control, which is good news. So walk us through a couple of the lifestyle habits that seems to set apart these exceptionally good skin agers. So first you've got, is that sunblock?
So not surprisingly, women who almost always use sunscreen were 78% more likely to be an exceptional skin ager compared to women who almost never did.
All right, so this is a non-negotiable.
No, it's not. Other important factors were avoiding sunbathing and not having dry skin, but attitude is also a big piece of the puzzle.
See, this is her getting sunbathed and having attitude, but she has sunblock on.
Absolutely. So women who reported that they had a positive attitude towards themselves were 30% more likely to be an exceptional skin ager. And this finding was very surprising to us because it's for the first time that we are linking skin aging to positivity. However, what we don't know is were these women so happy because they were aging well, or was it the other way around? So what's the chicken and what's the egg?
An honest scientist, I love it. And the third risk factor.
But what we do know is that these women had higher activity and energy levels. They were exercising regularly. They got 8 or more hours of sleep a night, and they were taking multivitamins.
Yeah. So the things we talk about all the time do matter. You can't always tell when you're 30, but by the time you get a little older, it starts to show up rapidly. So the key question is, what can we do about this? What has Olay done with this information?
So inspired by these insights and the discovery of the 10% exceptional skin agers, Olay re-engineered some of its most loved products with new ingredients to really deliver visible results and youthful-looking skin so that even more women can look truly, truly ageless.
All right, so the question is, how can you feel and look 10 years younger? We're revealing the product that can help you right now when we come back. What does your skin say to the world? Does it say joyful, rested, youthful, a life well lived? Well, no matter what your skin says, it tells a story about who you are, a story we all wish would make us look about 10 years younger, just like these exceptional skin agers we talked about a few minutes ago. So I sat down with a few audience members before the show to learn more about the story of their skin. I'm joined by 4 wonderful women who are willing to talk openly, have a discussion about their skin. So let's start off. How do you feel about your skin today?
I might wake up feeling really great in the morning, but if I look in the mirror and my skin looks dull, I feel like I have some making up to do for it.
My biggest problem is that my skin is very dry and dull looking, and I don't see the youthfulness that I had when I was in my 20s or 30s.
Inside, I still feel like I'm in my 20s, but now that I'm in my 40s, I feel like my skin looks so different. Like I see lines here, I see lines on my forehead.
What's your single biggest challenge with your skin?
I get very red, and then it's very dry, so I don't know what to really use on it.
When you look in the mirror at your skin, how does that compare to how old you think you feel?
I feel a little bit more vibrant on the inside, I think, than I look on the outside. And I think it would be great if those two things matched up a little bit better.
What would it mean to you to look 10 years younger?
Youthful.
Carefree.
Confident.
Beautiful.
They're great. Because no matter how you feel about your skin, one of the secrets we've learned from the super agers is their use of SPF every single day. And one of the reasons why this is so important is because of incidental sun exposure. So you guys are all pretty honest about this. Put your hands up if you use sunscreen every day before you leave the house. Hands up. Yeah, I've seen a lot of this. Is this like maybe? I've seen that up there, right? So I noticed you didn't put your hand up.
No, I didn't. I guess I'm a little embarrassed to say now, I don't use sunscreen during the day, during the week, really, unless I'm going to the beach or going to the pool. I don't think about it.
Has anyone ever told you it might be good for your skin?
Yes, I've heard that before. When I think of sunscreen and putting it on in the morning, it has a smell, right, that kind of comes to mind. I feel like it's not going to look good under my makeup. It's greasy. There's a lot of, I think, cons for me when I'm making that decision as to whether or not that's something I should do.
I love that you said that. That's perfect, because my goal today is to get you and the many, many folks around you think differently about this. So on behalf of my trusted sponsorship partner, Olay, I've asked Good Housekeeping's beauty director, April Franzino, to join me. Thank you, April.
Thanks for having me.
So the thing about April, she knows everything we have to know about skin, and sun protection is an important part of that. But you just heard a wonderful young woman tell me that there were lots of reasons she didn't want to do it. Why don't women take that step to protect their skin?
So the reason that many women don't protect their skin every morning is because the products can be greasy, sticky, oily. They don't really want those effects when they're putting on a product in the morning. And then there's the prospect of adding a product to your routine. That really is something that takes extra time. So the good news is that brands have really been working on great formulas that give you multitasking benefits. So not only sun protection, but also moisturization and anti-aging in one bottle. So that slashes time in your routine. And then the textures now are so much more lightweight and easy to wear. And we know that sunscreen is the #1 way that you can prevent aging. It's something that we can take into our own hands.
I just heard and learned 78%
Yes.
difference. So
it's amazing.
This issue of incidental exposure, because
Yes.
if you're not going to go out in the sun, what's the big deal if you don't put sunblock
Right.
on, right? What is incidental exposure?
So incidental sun exposure is something that you don't really notice, but it accumulates over years of your life. So everyone thinks of going to the beach and putting on sunscreen, but it's really what accumulates every day from your through your car windows, through your office windows, when you're walking the dog, that really has effects and can damage your skin in the long run.
Through the car windows?
Yes.
I mean, how much of a difference could that make, guys? The car window.
A lot.
Here's the picture of a truck driver. Do you know what truck drivers do? You think he was driving the left side of his car a lot? Isn't that remarkable? Significant more damage on the left side because he was driving and the sun would come in through the window. Again, even if it's closed, it still penetrates. So what's the best way to protect yourself against incidental sun exposure, frankly, sun damage in general?
So the best way to protect yourself is not to only reach for your sunscreen on days you're going to the pool or the beach, but every single morning. So I like to keep it by my toothbrush so I remember to use it every day. And there are great formulas now that are really easy to use and you'll actually like to put on every morning and give you multi-benefits.
So this is called Olay's Regenerous Micro Sculpting Cream with SPF 30. It fights existing age-related damage and helps prevent against future damage. So
Yes.
please walk us through this.
Yeah, so this is one of the best products that we've found to use every day. And because it not only provides sun protection, but also real hydration to your skin, so it's a great moisturizer, and anti-aging effects. In Good Housekeeping's Beauty Labs test, it actually increased skin's moisturization by 31%.
Oh.
And testers found it to be really lightweight and non-greasy, and over time, they saw a reduction in their lines and wrinkles and increased firmness of their skin. So it's pretty much everything that you'd want in one bottle for your morning product.
And you dealt with all those complaints over there,
Yeah.
I noticed as well.
Yes, we've covered them all.
Let's show everybody how this works. This is sort of interesting.
Yeah.
So, just catch that mic before it falls off, if you don't mind. Catch it, hurry up, catch it. Oh, nice catch. Nicely done. April, a beauty editor can catch.
Thank you.
All right, so.
Multi-skilled.
Multi-skilled. Now we're going to focus on something really dangerous now that you got the safe stuff done. All right,
Hopefully.
this plastic is your skin, right? You notice that as you get older, it doesn't have the same bounciness. You see the wrinkles in there? Is that apparent to everybody? This is from years of sun and environment. Even the food you eat, we've learned, can cause the sags and these lines and the dryness that you don't want to have. So when you apply the Olay's Regenerous SPF product, it's like applying this to your skin. You pretty rapidly begin to deal with the wrinkles, the nooks and crannies, the crevices, all those fine lines that you don't want in there. And here's the important part. Not only does this look better, but if you're exposed to the sun, you can be the sun now that you've mastered catching the mic there. If you're the sun, does it get wrinkled? Does it get burned down? Right, not only are you getting the moisturizing benefits, the anti-aging benefits, but next time you're in the sun, you don't get the damage from the sun because you're wearing SPF 30, right? Which I think is a pretty cool combination, especially if you don't have the complaints we talked about earlier.
That's right.
Very well done, April.
Thank
All right, one
you.
last challenge. This is the hardest part. You have to talk to
Okay.
real people in the audience. Come on over. Because we have Alexis and Jill, and they are not fooling around, April. You better get this right. All right, so they're eager members of our audience who want to understand what this is about. So April, show us how to apply it.
So the best way to apply this product is actually before you apply your makeup, you want to take a nickel-sized dollop and you want to smooth it all over your face evenly up until your hairline, all
Copy
around.
her. You got to do
Yep,
that
you guys got to do
nickel-sized
it.
dollop, a heaping dollop.
Yep, more than you'd think you'd need. Up into your hairline, even around your eyes. And then you want to go down your neck to your chest area as well because those are often exposed to the sun. And I also like to leave a little bit on the backs of my hands because they'll be out in the sun as well, and that helps protect those areas that are also vulnerable. So
Yeah, you don't want to see freckles there.
no,
So what do you guys think so far?
I really like it. Oh, it's nice and smooth.
It smells good.
It doesn't smell coconutty or...
No. It smells fresh.
It does. It smells
It's
really
very
nice.
light.
So, the moment of truth. You've applied it. You applied it to each other. You applied it on me. Some thoughts about the odor, the applicability, the texture?
I like it. It seems... I like being spontaneous, and if I find 5 minutes, I'm like that. So
She is. She's a
sun worshiper.
A sun worshiper.
This would allow me to do that without pre-thinking.
Right.
So I like spontaneous.
Yes.
Well, and I tan very quickly, and my skin really just absorbs it. And I usually use like 75 if I go to the beach because it's ridiculous. And I really like having the SPF because I am out with the dogs, and I am always in and out. I run and walk, and it's important.
I like that you don't look like a ghost.
No, I
It's
don't.
like, except for right here. Except for right
And a
there.
little more right there.
Yeah. You got a little mustache here. Okay. All right.